Hello, hello. Welcome to your foundations video. Back pedal, jazz hands. So we build our foundations from the ground up. The foundations support our hips, and that allows us to move safely in a posture and really just set ourselves up for success and directional success, because we're hitting a lot of different directions in this type of work. So when we do that, so we can hit those auxiliary muscles. So just like in ballet, you've got different positions. In this method, we have different positions as well. And this is actually one of the positions. We'll start with position 1, first position. Then we have position 2. Now, position 2 can be a couple different things. Feet wider. Back issues, pregnancy, you're going to want to have your feet a little bit wider. Sometimes this just feels better. The other way to go to position 2 is feet close together. All right, and then the next way, we're just talking about feet foundation, all right? And then we'll go to hip direction, and you'll see how they're both connected. Now, what I prefer, and some of you guys who have maybe had a little bit more experience in your practice, I actually prefer toes together, heels out. Dieter, come here. He's being a freaky freak, guys. This is a live product, so what you get is what you get. So here we go, position 1. Right? So maybe you're going to do a forward fold in position 1. All right? Maybe you're going to do a rotation in position 1. Position 2, Tadasana feet together, feet open, just a little bit, right? So you're really bringing everything to the midline of your body, and you're giving your hips the most support and foundation that it's going to have. Position 3 is going to be, so this is the top of our mat, right? Position 3 is going to be one foot forward, facing forward, the other foot steps back, and it's at the diagonal of the mat. So it's not turned out, that's another position. We're at the diagonal. Why are we at the diagonal? Because it's all about the hips. The hips can square forward, all right? You'll see, I've got my hip points here, they're out to the side a little bit, and that's fine. I don't want to square them too much, because then I hit that SI joint, and it starts to push it in a way that doesn't need to be pushed. So we're taking the hips forward, not forcing it. Now the heels are aligned. However, if this is tough for you to align the heels with balance, you're going to take your front foot, walk it out to the side. So now what we just did is we created a larger foundation for you. Yay! More balance. Now position 3. Position 4 is going to be back foot is turned out, front heel is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Now, it doesn't matter if this is your position 4 or if this is your position 4, all right? Hips are turned forward, shoulders are turned forward in this position. So now what we're doing is we're protecting that external rotation of the femur, we're protecting the knee, the arch of the foot. We can get into details, and later we might in tutorials on how to even hold the foot, the foundation, right? Depending on if you have a turn in or pull out of the knee. And so here we go, warrior 2, extended side angle, and triangle. Lots of different things popping into half moon. Lots of places to go with that. 4, position 4. Then we've got position 5, both toes turned out, wide stance, things like moving into goddess pose, all right? So this is just an overview so that you can kind of see why we line up our feet like this and why it's important for the success of our knees all the way up to the hips. Now, when we've got this, we've got the foundation, we can settle the hips, we can start to move the core. Lots of different variations to do within these 5 foundations. So let's review them really quick. Position 1, okay? Position 2. Position 3, warrior 1. Old warrior. We can move even into warrior 3 here. Position 4, warrior 2, okay? In one of our videos, we did the reverse warrior 2. Okay. Position 5, feet turned out, coming into goddess. You'll also see in some of our warm-ups, we're just doing some port de bras here in goddess pose. Okay, foundation, ground up. And this is indicative of life, you guys. When we're pregnant, we're building a great foundation and we're nurturing our bodies to support life. When we start a career, we build a great foundation in which to perform on. And that's really what I want for this. I want you to build your foundation because remember, I'm very focused on the objectives of this method. And one of the big objectives is to make sure that we can get you in a place to where you are growing. You're doing more challenging things. It's not the same humdrum. And you can find depth within not just one sequence, but even a series of sequence, as you'll see as you continue with the program. So for instance, this week we had open hips, warrior 2 foundation, or position 4 with the feet. Next week, we're going to close those hips. One other week, we may do more of this 5th foundation, or the 5th footwork. So another week, we may mix it all up, right? So it really is, the whole program is meant to blend together very nicely. And I really hope that you can find those similarities of what you learn about your body and your mind-body connection on the mat, off the mat. And often that starts with a strong, solid foundation, and that takes time. So give yourself grace, give yourself time, have that inquisitive mindset. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Let me know via Airtable. And also, if you have any questions more about the structure of this virtual membership or the logistics of it, then just email me. That's going to be an easier way to get you going quicker. Okay, I gotta go. This was awesome. I could sit here and talk foundation all day, but I know you've got things to do too. You have a life. Bye.